Peace, my family, and right back to all those coming out at a good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right and that good mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher nature family, and most definitely cleansing. You know what's up, we gotta cleansing the lows. I came out here today to express, and this was just on my mind today. Early in the day, you know. All right, how do I keep my thoughts positive, right? And I know this can help someone on this journey as well. And this is how I do it. This is how I did it, right? It's about tuning into things that uplift you. Sounds simple, right? Oh, yeah. It's about tuning into things that uplift you, right? Whether that's motivational messages, constantly listening to only things that uplift you, and eliminate the things that leave you in your spirit and your soul agitated, irritated, and in evil ways, right? It's all about what you focus on. It's all about what you tune into. Because again, family, what you tune into grows. And you can cause, a ripple effect. And again, it's very important that you realize this, because it's very important also on this good journey within to keep your thoughts positive and focus on your goals, right? And that's the goal, that's your soul journey, that's your spiritual mission, right? Focusing on that, focusing on the mission, focusing on fulfilling your destiny, right? That's the goal. And it's very important that people get to a point where you can really see this, because it's all about what you feed into. And let's do it in percentages. If 90% of your day is scrolling and listening to whatever that comes on your feed and tuning into a bunch of useless information and nonsense and people's emotions all the time, that is not helping you on your journey to uplift you or to give you the information that you need to grow, right? What's the point of listening to it if it's not feeding you, if it's not making you inwardly smile on the inside, make your soul smile and feed your soul? What's the point? We got to get there. Because a lot of the times it's just a distraction. And we got to remember what distractions are. And so it's very, very important on how you begin your day, how you start your day. And it's about setting the tone for your day. Tones, right? What you're listening to. And if you first thing in the day getting up listening to someone, ran, on and on about whoever or whatever got going on, it leaves your mind first thing in the day moving into a negative vibration, a negative frequency. The question is what you're listening to. Are you listening to, the good news? Are you listening to the bad news? You see how I gotta be mindful of what I'm tuning into, because first thing today, most of the time people, checking the weather and things like that, and also checking the news and certain things like that. But I realized that I had to eliminate doing that, because most of the time with the news is playing only bad news, right? And it's very important to be up on current events, right? And you can get current events from, anywhere nowadays, and everything is pretty much on the internet. And whether you even up on it or not, it'll be scrolling on your feed. Things will come to you if you need to know if you're paying attention, regardless, even if you're looking for it or not, right? So it's not about, listening to that bad news, right? Because we know that, it's balance in this world, it's balance in these universes, it's balance and things happen, right? But again, right, it's about putting your mind in a peaceful state every single day, in harmony and love, right? And that's what you need to be feeding yourself, really, and that's how you keep your thoughts positive, by what you're listening to. And it's about getting into those scriptures, getting into those ancient texts, getting into the right knowledge, letting it feed you, going into your prayer book, the book of light, the gold book. All of those things can help you and uplift you and encourage you on this journey, sending out your prayers and things that will uplift you as you go on this journey, because you're going to need it, right? Because your mind can most definitely begin to drift off, especially when all around you is the chaos, right? So it's very important on what you are focusing on. And you have to learn how to eliminate the nonsense. Again, goes with the music as well, because the music is on low vibrational frequencies and basically frying the brain for real, let's keep it real. It's frying the brain, the low frequency music, the rap music, all those, the music nowadays, the new music out these days, it's frying your brain and killing, your brain cells and keeping you on that low vibrational state. The question is, what's the message? What's the message behind what's being put out in the frequencies in the music? I can't even listen to it. Like, I know sometimes you might hear, or somebody else might be listening to it, and you might hear it, back in the day and things like that, and personally, you got to pay attention to how your body responds, right? It irritated the mess out of me. That's how you know you leveling up, when stuff start really irritating you, right? Letting you know, your body know, I don't want to listen to this, and paying attention to that and moving away from that. Classical music is a good thing to listen to. Jazz is a good thing to listen to, right? And love music, and I'm not speaking on less, for different sessions of, love making. I know people play that, is okay, but we speaking on like listening to that, all day, every day, where it's just like where to love at, because then you putting your mind in a state of lust, and that energy can definitely lower your vibration as well. So you got to be mindful of that as well, right? So it's very important that you focus on love, right? The simple things, caring, showing compassion, love. And sweet, kind, understanding, love, right? No judgment over here. Love, right? The thing is, we have to really get to a point where all you see is love, because the Most High is love. All you see is the Most High, is you and the Most High. That's it. Everything else falls away. All you're gonna be going back to is the source, the Most High, the all, right? It's very important that people understand, and if you don't understand this, that's why it's very important for you to get the right knowledge. It's on the channel, by the way. Check it out. It's the truth of it all, right? And that's how you begin to move into those that's how you begin to move into those higher form of existence, when you begin to move into love and not fear, not hate, no racism over here. Nobody wins the race and racism over here, okay? And again, family, it's about everyone knowing truly their identity is what it's all about, right? The truth of it all, so they can work on themselves. Knowing where they're at, knowing the truth, right? Knowing who they are, and knowing that whoever you are, whatever race you are, you can always work on yourself and get yourself back right. It's very important that people realize this and also begin to move into that love frequency, right? That's what this is about. Are you going to be obedient? Are you going to listen? Right? It's very important. All races, right? It's very important people realize this, right? And going back to the positive thoughts, you know, at times you're not going to always have those positive thoughts, and you're going to always have sometimes those sneaky negative thoughts trying to come into play. Realizing what's coming in your mind, realize it and see it for what it is, and say, nah, man, that ain't me, that ain't it, and keep it moving, right? Don't focus on it, right? Focus on the positive as much as possible. Sometimes you're going to have in this journey where you're going to be battling your demons within you that's going to be trying to hold you down and keep you lashed into those evil waves, right? And it also got to be mindful of what you're putting in your body as well. That's very important. Because if you're putting in all those meats and all the junk food, what you think is going to be in your mind is going to be ill, your brain going to be ill, your body going to become ill. You got to be mindful of what you put in your body as well. You got to put life into your body and not death, right? And with all the external things that we put in our bodies, your body's going to pay attention. Your body's going to be bloated. Your body's going to get irritated. And you're going to be like, man, why do I feel this way? Your energy's going to be drained. And paying attention to your body. Your body really don't want this. So it's about eliminating those things out of your life, right? It's about minimizing, and removing and, really having more of the good stuff than the bad, really. More of the good stuff, like, 90% of the good stuff and 10%, you're working on, right? To wear yourself out to it's 100% you good and you ain't putting none of that in your body, right? That's the whole goal. That's the goal, right? But you begin to see how your body responds to you by what you put in it. And it's very important also that you tune into your body, to the natural sound of the universe. The sound is very important because this also helps you keep your body in tune. And it's needed, right? And it definitely balances out the energy. So it's very important that you do that as well. And if you don't know what that is, our master teacher, Dr. Malachi has a video, a meditation video of that sound. And it's very important that people play it, keep your body in tune when you're going through this world, right? It's very important on that note. And for negative energy and, he has one on negative energy and visualization and things like that. It's on YouTube as well. Check it out for yourself. And all of our master teacher videos are there for you to tune into and to help you develop and grow. And again, it's like his voice even has a way of healing you, right? His sound, his tone, it's like it's healing energy, it's high vibrational energy. And just by listening, man, you get it as well that way too. So yeah, because I know sometimes when I sit back and I just want to listen, I just want to hear a master teacher's voice sometimes, because sometimes you don't hear it as much sometimes throughout the day. That's why it's very important that when you hear the voice, you're just like, yeah, it gets you motivated, and it makes me feel better when I hear his voice. It does make me feel better. So, and it definitely, my body responds, right? Where it's like, yeah, we awoke, what's up? What's going on? You get back alert, you get back, feeling better, right? Because sometimes you will drift off depending on, this is life. Life is raw. You have those moments. You're going to have different, obstacles and opposition, things like that. They're trying to, test you in many different ways along your path. So it's going to, you're going to have moments. And it's very important that you remain centered you remain positive, and you make sure you're keeping up your prayers, and you in your scriptures, you're in your ancient texts, you in that right knowledge, because that's what's going to feed your soul, that's what's going to strengthen you, and that's what's going to protect you from all the different things that can come your way, depending on, you know, how far you are on this journey, right? It comes along with the journey. Just saying, this is a part of it, right? If you look at all of the great teachers and all the prophets that came down, they all dealt with some form of opposition and things like that along the path. It's a part of it, right? And let me say this as well. You know, in the Holy Tablets, our Master Teacher Dr. Malachi says that you have to become the chosen one, and you have to become the chosen one, right? And the thing is, how do you become the chosen one? It's about getting back in alignment and in tune with the Most High, and knowing the right knowledge, because the chosen one knows the right knowledge, knows the knowledge of this world, and knows what the Most High wanted her to know, right? And is able to use it and spread it out into the world and do what is needed to fulfill destiny and to help others also fulfill their destiny too. That's a part of being a chosen one, right? And let me just say this too. You know, you have to make a decision to do that, and you have in the Holy Tablets, he says, like, you have to really become one, right? And it's also something that you will know. You will know fully that you are a chosen one. You will know, because the Most High will tell you. The Most High will give you the messages that you need to let you know. You know, He's going to let you know when you're being called on to do certain things. You're going to know, and that's a part of the chosen one's path, right? You're going to know, right? It's very important. It's going to be clear. It's not going to be, am I? No. It's going to be clear, because your mission is going to be put out in the forefront. You're going to know, right? And you're going to have all the tools you need to do so, right? And along the way, you're going to get more and more of things revealing itself to you, to get more of tools that you need, or people, the right people to come on your path and things like that. It's all going to fall into alignment depending on what your mission is, right? So it's very important that people know this. It's about trusting the journey. But first and foremost, it's about having the right knowledge. Because if you don't have the right knowledge, how are you going to know how to move? How are you going to know how to maneuver this life, right? It's like I said before, it's our way of life. It's the way of how we live life. And it's very important that people know this. And you have to learn about it. You have to live it. It's not like something that, I learned a little bit about it and I do stuff a little bit. No, you got to go all the way in, right? And that's why it takes time, right? It takes years. It takes time, patience with the journey. It's a lifetime and on type of journey, right? It's constantly feeding and living out your soul journey, right? And we have to see that it steps to this, and walking into the unknown, learning about you and who you really are, and learning the truths are the first steps of it. This is how I did it. I was in the books for years, right? Years. And that was just me trying to do what the Most High wanted me to do, live out my purpose, right? I gotta know the truth first, and before I can be able to come out and help others. And did I know that I would be helping others in this way at that time? No, I didn't know. I just thought that I would be helping people along my path who I come across, who I'm supposed to pass the information on. Did I know that I'm supposed to be on platform? I didn't find out till later on my path. That was told to me, later on in my path. But you don't know everything. It's like the Most High reveals on your path along the way. He reveals to you messages along the way. And you just have to follow and really read the guidance that you're given, and don't sleep on it. Because the Most High is telling you something, it may not be something that you understand, but the Most High knows. And it's up to you, and it's on you to listen, right? Listen for the messengers of the Most High, because they're all around you. We have guardian angels, we have recorders, we have, everybody does. And we also have messengers, synchronicities, all these types of things that, come on our path to let us know we're moving in the right direction. But it's up to you to be in tune, to slow down in your life and pay attention to those things. People, places, and things. There's